Hey everyone, and welcome back to part 9 of our Nuzlocke of Pokemon Black 2. Today we're going to witness Donald murder more Pokemon, probably. He took a little break in the last episode, so remember to like and subscribe and consider becoming a member if you enjoy watching Joe and I suffer.
Yeah, we had a rest in part 8 since Donald actually managed to go through an entire episode without a single Pokemon dying, which is just a miracle. A Christmas miracle, if I must add, actually. But anyway, Donald looks like this is going to be our next member.
Hell yeah, boys. We got a Glalie for our team. This thing is dope as hell, and I know our viewers will love it. It evolves from a Snorant, so I'm glad we don't have to go through all that shit.
I do prefer a Frostlass out of them both, to be honest, Donald, but this is still a great member for our team, if I say so myself. And good stuff you caught it with one quick ball. I'm glad we stocked up on more of them this time.
Quick balls are now officially my favorite Obama. Luxury balls are still great too because they suit my billionaire status. But when it comes to catching Pokemon, you can't ever go wrong with a quick ball.
All right, Donald, you got to stop slurping on that helium holy hell. And hey, look, we've encountered Tarikian now too. This is the final member of the Swords of Justice.
Yeah, we will come visit him again later because I have a little theory about all these Pokemon boys. I have a feeling they're all random encounters and not actually the Pokemon we see. And if that's the case, then I'm not sure what we should do.
Well, I'd like to give a quick shout out to this fellow you're all seeing on the screen right now. They've been a great help to us on our first Nuzlocke, so thank you very much for all the guidance and support.
Yeah, thank you, dude or dudette. But I am also quite upset with this viewer, Obama, because right in the first line of their comment, they said, if you actually make it to Victory Road. Now, I'm taking offense to that because I've made it past 8 gyms, so how dare you say that to me?
Donald, stop being a little baby. That statement of theirs is completely valid because of the amount of Pokemon you've gone and killed so far. I think instead of releasing them all, we should have kept them in the PC. So if we finish this game, we can count our losses.
Oh yeah, having a full PC of Pokemon corpses would have been funny as hell, Joe, actually. I could show off my corpse collection to everyone in the Pokemon Center.
Donald, I think it's good you released every Pokemon you've gone and killed because Officer Jenny would probably give you a lifetime ban on catching Pokemon if she saw your KD ratio.
You're probably right about that, to be honest, Obama. But anyway, look, apparently we need to head to Route 22, boys, and I can't remember where the hell that is.
It's back in the seaside cave, Donald. Even I remember where to go. And this is where that Crustle is just taking a snooze and blocking the path.
Yeah, well, Colress gave us his machine earlier, Joe, so with this we can move Pokemon out the way. And now let's see if my theory is correct.
Holy shit, Donald, you were right. So that means that Cobalion and Veritzian and also Terrakion are all random encounters too. So does that mean we have to catch them, or what?
I don't know, Obama, but like that viewer said in their comment, we could always go back to roots later if we missed any, but for now we have a pretty solid team, so I don't think we need to swap anything out.
I agree, our team is strong actually, Donald, even if we did lose Ho-Oh, who I'm actually starting to miss, and so is our viewers too. But hey, do you have another question for them in this episode?
Yeah, my question for all our lovely viewers in this episode is, what's your favorite poison-type Pokemon? I think there's lots of choices there. Our favorite has to be Crobat, although Gengar is also a poison type too.
Gengar is the ghost type we love, though Donald and you already asked that question. Also, I just want to say my brother from another mother Marlin here is such a G. He stormed Team Plasma's ship all by himself and walked out like a boss.
Okay, but he didn't do it wearing gold chains and a gold Rolex like Gangster Biden, did he, Obama? If I did that, then you'd say I was a real G too.
Gangster Biden is a real moron, is all he is, Joe. Please don't make him make an appearance again.
Lots of our viewers loved him, though, Obama. Maybe I'll dress back up and storm this ship in style with Donald. Give me a sec.
Joe, hurry up. I'm going without you, bro.
All right, Wagwan, my brothers and sisters. Your boy Jizzy Biden is in the house.
Oh, dear Lord, this is just embarrassing now, Joe. And why have you named yourself Jizzy? Of all the names, you just had to pick that one, didn't you?
Jizzy is like Drizzy Donald. Obviously, I can't go and steal Drake's name, so my rapper name has to be Jizzy.
I think you should go look up what that means on the Urban Dictionary, Joe. But to keep this content from getting demonetized, I think we should change the topic and go back to talking about the game.
Agreed, Obama, and check it. Hillary 2, just one shot, Yan Mega. This ice ball is just dope as hell.
Yeah, Hillary Dillery Do number 2 is just awesome, boys. The perfect Pokemon for a rapper, if I say so myself.
Hang on, Donald. Look at what this guy's next Pokemon is. How the hell does this work then?
Oh, what the fuck? This random team plasma grunt has fucking Q-Rem on his team. This Q-Rem is meant to be in the ship's hold, but this guy somehow has it.
Don't worry, Donald. Remember, me and my gold chains and Louis Vuitton sunglasses are here to protect you from Q-Rem. Hillary number 2 won't die here, that's for sure.
Why the hell does Q-Rem have Dragon Breath and not Dragon Pulse at level 46? This guy is not worthy to train this kind of Pokemon, that's for sure.
Well, either way, Obama, he's gone and paralyzed us, which is just great, isn't it? Hey, Joe, I thought your gold apparel would protect us.
Well, you're still alive, aren't you, Donald? I never said I'd protect you from status conditions, only death.
That literally makes no fucking sense, Joe, but whatever. Can you change back now? Because you're just turning into a distraction, if anything?
You know, Donald, you could have just sent out Victini and used Fire Blast to one-shot this guy, but once again you forgot type matchups, isn't it? Even Huntail would have done more damage than keeping Glally out.
Well, I wanted it to get lots of experience, Obama, and killing this legendary dragon will give us a shit ton. Also blame gangster Biden.
Hey, it was because of me that you didn't lose any Pokemon there, Donald. But if you really want me to change here, then fine. I'll come back all dripped out whenever we have important battles. Then I guess.
We absolutely don't need any more visits from Jizzy Biden, Joe. And if you do want to make an appearance again, then come up with a better name.
Okay, well, all our Pokemon won't be protected when I change back. Obama, just bear that in mind.
I think I'll be fine, Joe. Actually, I think I'll be better than fine. Now go change whilst I battle Zinzalin again for like the 100th time.
All right, normal Biden is back, boys. And we're getting a close-up cam view of Q-Rem down there. And why can't he just blast the entire ship? I mean, he's the strongest dragon-type Pokemon, isn't he?
All right, I want everyone to go back and rewind a few seconds to where you hear Q-Rem cry, and I want you all to tell me what you heard, because I know what I heard.
Oh, Lord, I think I know what I heard too, Donald. That cry was Giratina's, wasn't it?
Yeah, it sounded like Giratina's cry, Obama, which means that's who we could be battling when we get to that point, which is interesting because we have a Giratina of our own.
Okay, before that, though, Donald, we're battling a Cobalion by the looks of it, and a Shieldon, too, which is an awesome fossil Pokemon. Bastiodon is just a tank.
Yeah, but I have Surf, Joe, and it'll do damage to both of them as well as be super effective, so this battle will be another cakewalk for yours truly here.
Hey, Donald, wouldn't it be better if you healed up, though? We're on 50% health here, and it's making me quite uncomfortable.
Yeah, but healing wastes an entire turn here, Obama, and in a double battle, the time takes twice as long to get back to us, so we can attack, so I'm not going to bother healing. I don't need to anyway.
Donald, something we absolutely need to work on is your patience, holy hell. And I just want to say you wouldn't need to heal if Jizzy Biden was here because of my aura of protection.
Nah, Donald, ignore the moron and please heal up at least a bit.
Obama, calm your pants down. I'm about to one-shot these two Pokemon now with Surf. And then they only have two Pokemon left, so cool it will you. This battle is easy peasy.
All right, well done, Donald. You actually followed through with what you said. But now look, they have an Infernape and a Meowth of all things.
Surf again, Joe. This is just too easy.
Oh my fucking God, Hugh decided to go full kamikaze on us, boys.
I swear to God, if we died like that, Obama, I'd have overruled that rule about getting killed by a teammate.
God, Hugh is actually going to be the death of us. Imagine if that's how this Nuzlocke were to end, boys. I'm on your side, Donald. If we die to our teammate like that, it shouldn't count.
What the fuck?
Donald, you overgrown weed. You got Jill taken out twice now. What the hell, man?
Joe, don't you dare blame me, my guy. That was entirely Hugh's goddamn fault for going full terrorist on us and taking out half my already half health down even more. Blame him.
Donald, I'm gonna blame you. How many times did I tell you to heal and you decided to ignore my advice on that, and now look, we have a dead Huntail who is actually super strong.
Watch your tone with me, Obama. Remember who was the one who named you after Giratina? Oh yeah, it was me.
Oh yeah, who was the one who told you to use the Master Ball because it used Destiny Bond twice and you were in big trouble? Oh yeah, it was me, you big buffoon.
This has to be the most brutal Nuzlocke in history, boys. I think you've won the Guinness World Record for the most Pokemon killed in a Nuzlocke run, Donald.
All right, that's absolutely a title I don't want, Joe. Thanks very much. And also, that's not true either. I bet you've killed more Pokemon in a normal run than me, and that's even worse if you think about it.
Oh, for God's sake, argue later, you two, because this battle just got way harder, Donald. You now have to deal with a Spirit Tomb and a Darkrai.
I'll one-shot Spirit Tomb with Shadow Force, Obama. Just calm your pants. And for Darkrai, I honestly don't know what to do because he's super effective against me.
And Hugh is being as useless as ever using Corphish, of all things. There's like 3 legendaries on the field, and then a stupid lobster.
Yeah, he should have attacked Darkrai with Crabhammer instead, too.
Okay, well, that's Spirit Tomb down, and now only the pitch black Pokemon left to deal with. Obama, got any tips for me?
Yeah, how about you wash your mouth out with soap, Donald, before I do it for you?
Darkrai is known as the pitch black Pokemon, though Obama and all Donald asked for was some advice.
I'm out. Joe, you're so adorable, you know that, right?
Donald, just get this battle done with, will you please? Most of this episode has been you doing this shit.
All right, this one is for you, Oler. Watch now as I fire Blast Darkrai and kill it with one shot, too.
You better, Donald, because Victini is psychic, which is weak to dark types like Darkrai.
Nah, Joe, just watch. Victini is known as the victory Pokemon for a reason, so just you wait and see now.
I think this battle is officially the longest one we've done in this series, Donald. But then again, you did battle like a full team of Pokemon, and double battles just take so long. Holy hell.
And boom, that's how it's done, boys. I told you Victini would come in clutch like that with Fire Blast. It is indeed the victory Pokemon for sure, and I hope it never dies.
Well, that was just sheer luck, though, wasn't it? Donald, let's be honest. And if Darkrai had hit Victini again, then it probably would have killed it.
Okay, well, it didn't, though, did it, Joe? I won that battle fair and square with my victory Pokemon, which is just goated as hell.
Yeah, and Hugh is still here bitching about his lost Purloin, for goodness sakes.
And Zinzalin is bitching to Obama about using Q-Ram's ice power to freeze everything and take over the Unova region. I must give them credit for not giving up, though, after getting beaten by that first 10-year-old kid.
That first 10-year-old kid was us, the player, though, Joe. But I wonder what happened to that guy after the game's finishes. He sort of just goes into the void or something.
Hey, Charon was late again for the second time now, guys. He's making this into a bad habit, that's for sure. And he's supposed to be setting an example as a gym leader now, too.
Well, he's still a great character, though, isn't he, Obama? I like him so he can get a free pass on his punctuality. And anyway, Donald, go heal our team up and release my wife for the second time now.
Yeah, you know, I wish we had more of a chance to use Huntail in this series, but sadly we won't get that chance. Maybe if you hop back into a plane and head to Hoenn again, I'll use one.
This is probably the third Pokemon you've caught, Donald, that didn't even survive like one episode. Let's be honest. You caught Huntail in part 8 of this series, and it's already dead 10 minutes into part 9.
This one wasn't my fault, though, Obama. You saw what you did, so this conversation ends now then. And anyway, I'm gonna go see what that Terrakion is.
You can see what it is, Donald, but you won't be able to catch it, remember? We already caught Glalie from this route.
Yeah, I know, Joe, but what I can do is catch the next member of our team in the giant chasm, remember? I'll find a good replacement for Huntail in there, that's for sure.
All right, Terrakion is apparently a Rotom Donald, which means your theory is 100% correct. I think we should go back later and see what the other two legendary dogs are then.
To be honest, I wouldn't use this thing anyway, Obama, unless we could change its form to Wash or Fan Rotom. But then again, I don't know where the appliances are for him to change.
This little guy was so good in competitive plays, though, Donald. I'm sure people still use it to this day, too. And Professor Oak even caught one in the anime, remember?
Yeah, but he caught it to run experiments. Joe and I need strong Pokemon to help me beat the Elite Four and champion now, boys, since we'll be heading to Victory Road very shortly.
All right, time to pray to Arceus again, Donald, that you find something useful for us in here.
I pray to myself, Obama. But hey, look, it's a little Shieldon. We saw this guy in that Team Plasma ship earlier. And I'm super glad we've encountered this because it'll evolve in one level too.
And let me guess, Donald, you've run out of quick balls again, isn't it?
Yeah, that may be a possibility, Joe, but who cares? I have a shit ton of Ultra Balls still, and this guy won't be hard to catch anyway.
We're going to have a lot of battles coming up soon, Donald, so make sure the team is all healed up this time and don't go into any more battles with like half health again, please.
Yeah, that battle with Ghetsis is one people have always talked about in this game. But remember, he won't have his ridiculous Hydreigon, so I think it'll be another easy battle, boys.
Well, as soon as I evolve this beauty, Joe, then we'll have an unstoppable force on our team. Bastiodon is going to be staying around until this series ends, mark my words.
Yeah, but you've said that about one other Pokemon, which then died, Donald, before I know you have. In fact, I'm pretty sure you said it about Ho-Oh before it got killed in Drayden's gym.
Yeah, Donald, you have jinxed yourself quite a few times so far in this playthrough, but regardless, here we go. Storm and Team Plasma for the final time, I think, my dudes. Let's show them why they shouldn't bother coming back for a third time.
I think out of all the bosses, though, Obama, Ghetsis is the scariest one. In the anime, he had no remorse at all, or sympathy. I felt Cyrus had a little more than Ghetsis even.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Take Joe. Getsis just wanted sheer power over everything, and he somehow managed to brainwash everyone into following his orders.
You know, Donald, I think it would be fun for you to play that ROM hack Pokemon game where we get to be Team Rocket. It would suit you a lot.
Oh boy, hell yeah, Obama, that would absolutely suit Donald. In that game, you can go around stealing Pokemon and causing mischief, which is right up your alley, Donald.
All right, just for insulting me like that, we'll not be playing that game anytime soon, you two, unless our viewers would really like me to play it, because then I'll add it to the list we have.
They're obviously going to want us to play it, Donald. But the next game we're going to be playing, everyone, is a normal run-through of Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon, which we mentioned a while ago.
Yeah, I'm playing it too, and we'll one-shot that Ultra Necrozma, so just you wait, all you people who said it's super difficult.
Hang on, Obama. Before that, we have to battle this peasant again. I think this is the last time we have to battle him as well, thank God. And even with his team changing every time, he hasn't exactly been a challenge, isn't it?
Well, he's leading off with an Excadrill first Donald, which is a solid Pokemon right off the bat. Let's be honest, I love this guy, although I really dislike its shiny form.
I think Shiny Excadrill is mid-2, Obama. They could have made it go all black, to be honest, like a real mole, or they could have styled it to look like a honey badger, which would have been hilarious.
OMG. I'm surprised they haven't come up with a honey badger Pokemon yet, boys. That one would have godlike defense since real honey badgers just don't give a shit, as the saying goes.
I think Excadrill is meant to be a Wolverine or something, though, Donald, with its metal claws like that. And we're talking about the real Wolverine animal, not the Marvel character, but they probably got inspiration from him, too.
Well, it has metal claws too, Obama, so it's obviously based off the Marvel character.
Enough about Marvel, you two. We have more important things to focus on right now, like how this Swanna is being a tank of itself.
Yeah, maybe one of our Pokemon will be able to learn Thunderbolt now or something. Donald, before the battle with Getsis, please make sure you have something that will be super effective against water.
Giratina is automatically super effective against everything Obama, so no need to worry. Oh dear, I'm starting to sound like Dawn from the anime when I say that.
Yeah, and those have always been famous last words too, Donald. But hey, Zinzalin only has one Pokemon left, and look who he has, Obama. It's Donald.
Oh yeah, hey Donald, you're a cameo in this episode as a Whale Lord. How nice of the developers to include you like this.
Say what you want, you two, but Whale Lord is actually a really good Pokemon, and it also holds the title as the largest Pokemon in the world, and bigger is always better, as I say.
Well, it definitely has a lot of health points, that's for sure, Donald. Imagine what a Gigantamax Whale Lord would look like, though, guys. I wish they'd show us one in the anime.
Yeah, well, spamming Ice Beam isn't exactly the tactic I'd have gone for Donald. You could have just kept using Dragon Claw or something, you know?
Who cares, Obama? This guy has one redeeming quality, which is he never used hyper potions like a little bitch, which just wastes time when death is inevitable anyway.
Well, I think you got really lucky in this battle, Donald, because he'd have killed Glalie if he kept using Surf or something.
Either way, that's Zinzalin dealt with forever, boys, which means we can now free Q-Rem, isn't it, Donald?
No, Joe, we have a crap ton of other stuff to do first. But hey, I'm glad Hillary 2 here is performing up to par. She actually being really useful for once. Better than Hillary 1, that's for sure.
I think you should introduce Hillary to Glalie if it survives to the end of this playthrough, Donald. I'm sure she'd love to see the Pokemon which you named after her and which also survived your murder rampage.
Okay, that Q-Rem is definitely Giratina, boys. We gotta hear its cry even more there, so Donald looks like we will get a free catch since we already have a Giratina. But I wonder if it'll have the Grecius orb on it.
It won't have the orb on it, Joe, because the items are random too. And it wouldn't make sense for Q-Rem to have the Grecius orb anyway.
Oh, hello, look who it is, Donald. Looks like we now have to sit through another battle with this guy too. For the last time as well, I believe, isn't it?
Yeah, all Colress has done in this game is talk, and it's so annoying. In the anime, he was even more pathetic, let's be honest. He had this machine which tried to control Pikachu and Reshiram, but he failed like the little loser noob he is.
Hang on, don't we get to battle him one more time after Donald? I read somewhere that he actually can give you another Master Ball if you beat him.
Okay, well, that's true actually, Joe. But stop getting ahead, please. We won't be doing that anyway, since there's no point, is there?
All right, you two, time to concentrate. Colress, or Forest, as his name apparently is, now has a team of 5 Pokemon. This could be the run-killer battle, Donald, so don't let the old fossil distract you.
This old fossil hasn't distracted anyone, Obama. All of Donald's deaths have been his fault. And look, the first Pokemon is Shellos of all things. Not exactly a difficult battle, is it?
Yeah, I'm speeding this battle up anyway, Obama, because we'll be here forever otherwise. I remember his team from the normal games, though. He always had that magneton which kept paralyzing us, and then it would use magnet rise as well.
Okay, well, Donald, you didn't bother healing or restoring any of Giratina's power points, did you dumbass? So now it's practically useless for this entire battle now.
Well, this Shellos keeps using Recover Obama like a little cheapskate. I would have killed it by now if it wasn't for that BS move, so don't call me a dumbass.
Well, sorry, Donald, but you are in fact a dumbass. How can you forget to not restore Giratina's power points? That's something I'd expect of Joe since he has a medical condition. But I guess you have a medical condition too called dumbass syndrome.
Okay, well, look who I've sent out now, Obama, just for you.
Donald, you lying little gimp. You said you named Miltank after Whitney like we all discussed, so why have you gone and named it after my wife again?
Because, Obama, I realized who the real cow is, and it's not Whitney.
Okay, well, you have to change that back, Donald. That's very insulting to me and Michelle. How about you name it Melania, since Miltank is a more fitting Pokemon for her?
How about I change its name to Michael Obama? That would be the best name for it, actually, LMFAO.
He's just going to keep doing this with every ugly Pokemon he finds Obama, so there's no point arguing with him anymore. At least you got named after a Giratina, whilst the only Pokemon he's named me after are trash ones.
I'm just waiting to find a Trubbish or something, Joe, to name you after because that's what you deserve. And then if I find a Garbodor, I'll name that Jill 3.
How the hell did you manage to one-shot that Empoleon with Fire Blast, Donald, like that? I know it's part steel, but it's also water, too.
Because I'm such a goated trainer, Obama, and that's the only reason there is for that.
Donald, even with my bad eyesight, I saw you got a lucky critical hit in there, so that's why it only took one shot, Obama. Your level of skill is all based off RNG, Donald, and you know it, and Amoeba has more skill than you.
Hey, steady on there, Joe. That's an insult to amoebas.
What happened to concentrating and not getting distracted, Obama? Half our team is in the yellow because of this guy, and his team isn't even that strong, so I'm blaming this all on you.
Okay, well, I think after this battle, we should end the episode here, boys, because I'd like to end the episode on another non-depressing note.
All right, good call there, Joe. So anyway, as Donald wraps this battle up, we'd like to thank you all for watching, and please remember to hit that like and subscribe button if you enjoyed this episode.
Yeah, thanks for watching, everyone, and you should all be proud, too, since I went through an entire episode and only one Pokemon got killed.
That is absolutely not an achievement worth celebrating. Donald, you donkey.
Yeah, I'm going to the Church of Arceus to pray to him to give you some actual skill, Donald.